Good afternoon, guys. It's Dr. Brian Wilson, live from Will's Chiropractic with my great friend Michelle here again. I'm hijacking a little bit of her time today just because I want to give her a special shout out. So there are very few people that I've met in my life that really, truly impress me. And this woman right here impresses me pretty much every single day. Now, this last weekend, I can't even describe what you did. So she started on Friday, right?
Yes.
Ran 25 miles, did, I don't know how many thousands. You just tell what you did.
So 25 miles, and then there was 3,000 crunches, 1,100 push-ups, and 1,100 jumping jacks, followed by a burpee leapfrog mile.
I've never done a burpee before. One of them's hard enough, but going an entire mile would be incredible.
And then the following day, I did rest for a little bit. We had 48 hours to complete all of this. So I got about 5.5 hours of sleep that night, and then chose to get up and start my second part of the workout, which was a 25-mile ruck with a 35-pound sack on my back. So it was my sandbag inside my rucksack. After completing that second set of 25 miles, then you had what we called it was a gut check. I lost the name of it. Anyhow, so it was 200 pack presses up and overhead, 400 push-ups, and 600 squats, all with that 35-pound sandbag on your back. And then last but not least, you had a 1-mile bucket carry to finish it all off with. And I completed all of it with 12 hours to spare.
So I quit when she said 25-mile run to start out with. I don't know about you guys out there. So I just wanted to give my appreciation to Michelle. She is insane. She gets up like 3 o'clock every day and works out. So she's going to talk to you about routines. This woman knows all about routines and what it takes to kind of automate your life a little bit here. So all the exercises she shows you guys, all the workouts, all those things, you know, she lives that every single day. So I just want to say thank you, Michelle. And you're truly an inspiration to all of us around here. I thought I worked hard, but I can't even come close to doing what you do there. So,
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And she's going to talk to you about routines, and trust me, she knows exactly what she's talking about when she's talking about routines.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Oh man, you guys. All right, so routines. Like Dr. Brian was saying, I do have kind of my routine's kind of crazy, but it works for me. So at the end of the day, you know, you've got to find what works for you. It's crazy how we become creatures of habit as far as our routines go sometimes. For example, let's talk about just something super simple. You go to a grocery store, usually, I don't know about you guys, but I have my grocery list written out in the order that I'm going to go through the store. You know, everyone has that certain, you know, whether you hit the frozen department or the produce department first, which direction you go through your typical grocery store. And when something happens and it changes that up, or you have to go to a different store because of whatever reason, and then your list is just completely thrown off, does it let you kind of throw you off gear a little bit? It does for me, and it's ridiculous, but it happens. So it just shows our routines can play a huge part of our lives. You know, I've got a member at the gym that through the course of all of this, she was always at the 9 o'clock class. She'd set up her gym bag, she'd take her kids to school, go to the gym, work out, go home, shower up, and on with the rest of her day. Well, things happened here in the last couple of months where she wasn't getting up to take her kid to school anymore because we've got a little bit more lax program going on right now with the current situation. Obviously then the gym closed, and you drop out of that routine then. It's very, very easy to do that when you get out of what you're used to doing. So you've got to stick with your routine and always have a backup plan. So for me, my workout schedule, I know how my days go, and by the end of the day, I'm not going to be working out. So I choose to get up early in the morning and get my workouts done before I start my day at the gym, teaching classes, and then coming here. So I'm already halfway through my day by the time I get here usually, but that's my choice. I choose to do that. You'll never hear me complain about it because it's, like I said, it's a choice that I make. That's where those routines come into play too. You know, you have to choose what's going to work for you. Something I tell patients back here all the time, because I'm such a big advocate of stretching. It kind of goes with the job here. I challenge people all the time to get 5 to 15 minutes of stretching in every day, and they're like, oh, Michelle, I can't There's just no way I can't have that 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's just impossible. Well, a couple things to think about. How many minutes are you sitting on your phone looking at Facebook in the morning? Morning time is a great time to have that you time. For me personally, what I do is I make sure that I set my coffee pot. Yeah, I drink coffee, but I set my coffee pot for a certain time so that I know that I'm going to be in my kitchen waiting for that first cup of coffee, and I stretch during that 10-15 minutes while I'm waiting for it. I sit there and I hear it, and I'm stretching, and I get a good 10-15 minutes a day. That's what keeps me in a constant routine. I'm always gonna have that cup of coffee in the morning. Not the best choice, but I choose to do that one too. But it'll keep me in that routine because I'm gonna have that coffee and I'm gonna get my stretching done. But it's not gonna work for everybody, but you have to find a time that works for you personally. So I'm gonna stop rambling on about routines here. If you guys have any questions about helping stay accountable to a routine, let me know. I will be happy to walk you through some ideas. There's all kinds of things you can do to keep yourself accountable. And have a fantastic week, you guys, and we'll see you next week.